Alright guys, welcome back. It's that burnt nerve, and today I'm going to be talking about Jake Paul and how he went from a guy on Vine to being a guy full of controversies and mistakes. For example, vandalizing during a Black Lives Matter protest and having a party during you know what. So, let's get started on the video. Alright guys, just a quick heads up to like and subscribe this video, the share button, notification, all those good things. Just wanted to tell you that, alright? That's all I want to say, and let's get started. Alright guys, so Jake Paul, as we all know, was born in Ohio. But what many of you don't know is that he actually had a YouTube channel like 2012-2013 called Zeus with his older brother Logan at the time, and can actually still be found today, with the most recent post being 8 months ago about the Deji vs Jake Paul boxing thing. However, many of the original videos have been removed, so that's a bit sad. Anyway, Jake did have much success on the YouTube channel, a bit like me, so yay, and he switched to Vine, basically a B-Tech TikTok, and he and his brother got like a lot of attention. Like a lot. Like I'm talking 5.5 million followers, 2 billion views. Just for comparison, views wise, that's a quarter of the population, give or take. But then on the 16th of December 2016, Vine was shut down, and they had a remarkable idea to start YouTube again. And this proved massively successful. And they originally just posted their Vines, which, they got millions of views, so, it was pretty successful. But when they changed their content, it became the clickbait, mainstream sort of thing that we know them for. They sort of pioneered this. And Jake did this for a while, but then he wanted something more. He wanted a big media company. So then on the 17th of January 2017, he set up Team 10, and it was going to be this revolutionary company. It was going to take over YouTube, and he pumped $1 million of his own money into it so it would be successful. And I think we can all remember it. People like Alyssa Violet and the Dober twins. It was just a massive thing, okay? But then, like all good fairy tales, reality kicked in, and people just left. Like Alyssa Violet, who I think we could all remember, on the Instagram story. It was massive, okay? It blew up. She accused Jake, of just locking her out of that house and kicking her out. Jake responded, with the Rice Gum video and saying what she did on that. It was massive, okay? But then, Team 10, they released the best video ever. It's every day, bro, okay? And it has over 270 million views. And this sort of made the Alyssa Violet thing tone down. But just 7 months later, the Martinez twins, who were part of the original music video, spoke out against Jake. And TLDR, they accused Jake of being a racist and manipulative. This, coupled with Alyssa Brooks, just broke the team up, and slowly but surely, all the OGs left, and currently, Team 10 has not uploaded a video for about a year and a bit. This can be seen on Google Trends, with July 2017-2018 being his peak, where he basically, every video was getting 8 million views plus, with many reaching 10 million. But, now as we know him, he'd be lucky to get over 5 million, okay? And that might seem like a lot, but that's a 50% decrease from his peak. And actually, in the last month only one of his videos has pushed past the 3 million mark. And this just shows his decline, and how the numerous controversies have slowly whittled him down, which we'll now talk about. Alright, so now I'm going to be talking about the downfall of Jake Paul. We'd already somewhat touched upon this with Team 10, but that was just the start, okay? He really does some questionable things, okay, from this point onwards, okay? So the first questionable thing is what he does with his girlfriend, Erica Costello, okay? They made a video and titled it, Lost My Virginity, with the thumbnail having Jake half naked with Erica on top of him. And let me just say, thank God the original video got removed, okay? But it got re-uploaded, so, what's the point? I watched, the first 10 seconds, and I think I just lost all my brain cells, okay? It's so bad. And the worst part about this, Jake's audience is primarily underage, okay? So, to see this with sexual images, it ain't right, okay? An 8-year-old seeing that it doesn't go well, okay? I'm so surprised he still has a YouTube channel after that. But it gets even better, okay? You remember Rice Gum? I sort of touched upon him, earlier in the video. They had a sort of, rivalry and beef. Apparently not anymore. He and Rice Gum started a website, a website, basically, and called it Mystery Brand, okay? It was basically a gambling website with loot boxes, okay? You could spend, $5-10, okay? And you could potentially get Gucci, or you could get Jackal, okay? And this ain't right, okay? I don't think I need to explain it to you, but I will just in case, alright? Basically, you're clickbaiting, well, not really clickbaiting, you're using your underage audience and milking them for every single cent, okay? Every single cent. And you're basically making underage people gamble, okay? Like, that ain't right, okay? I'm sorry if I just slowed down there, but that just isn't right, okay? I don't understand, man. How is this guy still allowed to have a YouTube channel after all this, okay? After all this. But, you know, surely, right, it can't get any worse than this. But trust me, it gets so much worse. Borderline racism, and he potentially can go to prison, okay? So, it gets worse, alright? But I just want to give a quick mention, you know, like and subscribe to this video, okay? I've really tried to give this a lot of effort, and guys, we got a new editor, okay? So hopefully you can send him some love, alright? Hopefully he does this video justice, okay? Hopefully he does, okay? So, let's carry on, okay? So, what can Jake Paul do now? Like, he's done the worst thing possible, right? Nope, not even that, okay? He's reached a point of no return, okay, by making something called the Financial Freedom Movement. You probably heard about it, but let me just TLDR it, okay? Basically, in 2018, Jake Paul set up this website called Ed Influence, and it was basically him talking about, you know, how he became rich and, you know, super popular. Obviously, it didn't go down too well, because it was this really useless information that anyone could tell you straight away. But no, he started this again, okay, in 2020, alright, you know, this year. And he called it the Financial Freedom Movement. And he was asking, get this, $20 a month for The Secret to be financially successful. Obviously, if it was true, I would pay $20 a month. But knowing Jake Paul, it was just garbage, okay? I didn't pay for it, luckily. I watched some guy do it, okay? I feel so sorry for that guy, okay? And it was basically these guys talking about, oh, drop shipping and all that. I'm sorry, but drop shipping was like 2-3 years ago. If you try to do drop shipping now, it's gonna end for you, alright? But $20 a month for a guy to tell you pointless information, okay? Like, I'm just so sad for the people that bought this, okay? Because they actually believe in Jake. And oh, I'm so sad, man, okay? Like, if you're gonna spend money on, like, learning stuff, at least do it on Skillshare. For, like, $9 a month, okay? You could get some quality thing. By the way, this is not a sponsorship, but hey, Skillshare, if you wanna hook me up, I'm right there for you, okay? Now, you're thinking, okay, we've seen Jake, he's done some pretty awful stuff, okay? But surely he's redeemable from this point. Nope. In May 2020, I don't know if you realize this, but this was when the protests were happening about Black Lives Matter. He, along with some of his fans, went to Arizona, okay, and trashed them all, okay? He basically, with his audience, went into some dilapidated shops, okay, that had been vandalized and burglarized, and he recorded this for content. And you know what his excuse was? It was supposed to be a public information video. A public information video. And he apologized, okay? So, okay, he apologized. But not even 1 month, okay? Not even 1 month. He staged a party at his house, okay? During you-know-what period. With no masks, no social distancing. He just had hundreds of people at his house having a party. Like, is the guy redeemable at this point? Like, is he even a human being is what I need to ask, okay? Like, oh my god, okay? So, we've touched upon the good points. We've touched upon the bad points. You've heard my opinion. So, let's just go into the conclusion, okay? Alright, so, in conclusion, okay, Jake Paul went from a boy in Ohio into one of the biggest online celebrities to being one of the most hated YouTubers, and I know what the moral of the story is. I guess not everyone can handle fame. I think if you're gonna take anything from this video, and I hope you do, not everyone can handle fame, okay? You got the likes of Food YouTube, okay? The guy could have handled the fame, okay? And Jake Paul is a perfect example, okay? So, peace, I guess, guys. Like and subscribe to the video. Send the editor some love, okay? Like, the editor really worked hard. Well, I haven't seen the video yet, but I think he worked really hard on this video, okay? So, peace and bye.